Morning, everybody. It's Monday the 20th. We're just doing a quick recap of last week's NowX session, just to remind us what came through in that session and what was of high value for you guys to take away. So one thing we talked about was the referral key and how it is very important and absolutely necessary for your business too, to be out there networking at least once a month in a group that isn't in this closed network. So basically, I was reinforcing the fact that often once we get into a networking and a formal ecosystem of networking, we can sometimes get a bit stuck in there and stay nice in that safe comfort community zone. But what we want to do is we want to expand the reach of the community. So we need to go out there and attend events, seminars, trade shows, other networking groups perhaps, and just, really start to try and connect and act as a conduit between these groups. So that's a really powerful way that you can boost your network, up your rates of referral, and make you more valuable to your network. And then as a result, expect some real good support in return, no doubt. So that's what it's all about. Cool. So I just wanted to recap that for you guys, but also I just want to talk about our two articles because they were really, really, really solid this week and deserve a special mention. So Barry did an article on the power of particularization, on really working out in perhaps your revenue streams or the services and options that you provide your clients, which ones are producing the best for you. And obviously one could infer from that possibly they're being most loved and appreciated and therefore invested in by your clients and your demographics, your avatar, the people that you serve. So I just want to reinforce that. Barry's, wrote this great post, and it really does give you some suggestions on how to approach that process and why to approach that process. And it's a really great idea. So perhaps look over the last 6 to 12 months and just look at what's outstanding and what's really working for you in your product list, and make sure that you are prioritizing that, improving that, giving it some sort of polish of continuous improvement, and making sure that you're focusing on that center, that you're really nailing down and narrowing down the time and the energy that you put into your business. It's really focused on those core and pivotal elements that make you as a business. So great one, Barry. Thanks for that. And the other article was Dan talking about more health, more money. Now, I don't need to tell you that I'm a convert to this particular article. I just want to say thank you for Dan, because he really reinforced, this is something we actually discussed together in one of our eye-to-eyes, the difficulty of selling health and how people don't realize it might actually translate to a really powerful monetary figure, because the differences it can make in performance, the differences it can make in longevity of that performance, and our ability to just show up and basically do our jobs well and think clearly, make good decisions, is impacted by things that relate very deeply to health. Exercise can help decision-making, for example. Reducing stress will improve decision-making capacity. Eating properly, exercising, sleeping right reduces stress. So all these things integrate, interweave, and create a better version of you. And ultimately, that means that over time, that will equate to a financial baseline figure, some sort of rate of your daily value that you bring to the market, to the world, and your health being in the best possible place is going to be an integer in the formula of your productivity. So thanks, Dan. He did some numbers in there. Give it a read. It's a great article. Send it to people. Don't forget, one good thing we could be doing in the wake of our sessions on Wednesday, this is just a quick suggestion, but maybe you could pick one person from your networking list, your LinkedIn connections list, or followers perhaps, who you want to send that article to because you believe it's really hyper relevant for them right now, in the hope, the plan, the strategy that they might end up becoming a referral for Dan. So an extra referral key there for you. Maybe I'll bring that to our next session as well, so that we can take that idea and point further and keep developing these ways that we support each other. Cool. So it was a great session. We're a little thin on the ground we'd like, but we're going to have more visitors coming up in the next session. We had a few who wanted to be there that week, but we just got hold of them short notice. So they've rolled over to our next session. So please, you guys who are supporting us, our stalwarts, our regulars, come along, bring that great energy, and let's make sure that we start to make any new people feel instantly welcome and really get a feel for the kind of the resonance and the vibe of the group and the positivity that we kind of bring to this networking ecosystem we're developing in Now Accelerate and Now Prime. That was probably the highlight of the day, actually. I think we found a moniker, an alias for the Origin Now group, because Yusuke seemed to give Now Prime some big nods, and I'm sure we'll see that perhaps emerge in the future as something a little more concrete. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you're viewing us on YouTube, welcome to the Now YouTube channel. And these assets, these little videos we're doing, hopefully they bring you little nuggets of value about networking and the power of networking for your business. For everybody who's a member, though, we'll see you next time. We're coming up. Let me get you a date so we're really clear on that. So we'll be together again on what are we today, the 20th? So the 29th, I believe, we'll be meeting again for NowX. But don't forget, this Wednesday, the 22nd, we do have the Prime group. So if you're a member of Now Accelerate, your Now Passport, so in other words, your application and your fees that you pay give you access to all of the Now groups as they develop. And for now, that's NowX and Now Prime. So please, jump into that other session, support your Now Group members from the whole ecosystem across the country, and let's build a wicked community team. Thanks, everyone. Speak to you soon. Go well.